You're basically going from this complete disconnect from your lower back to fully in communication with your back, and you're really you're aware of what's happening. You're doing it. Why don't you go through some of these exercises to show people what you're talking about?
Sure. The most direct stimulus we could try to get to the low back is simply anything that moves our shoulders in front of our hips. The muscles in our low back just keep us upright. They're called spinal erectors. Erect means upright. If you didn't have low back muscles, you would just collapse. So what we're going to do, instead of going into range of something that's scary, you can get on this machine and just hold the position. And it may not look like much, but even 30 seconds on this for a lot of people could cause extreme pain the next day if they overdo it. So this isn't even the most bare starting point. You could start lower. You could put the pad very high, and you could have it up to your chest. You could start lower and it could be up to the shoulders. Pretty much, the more body weight that you're holding, the more that's hanging off the machine, the more weight your low back is holding yourself up. So you find any level within that spectrum and you'll hold for 30 seconds, calm, trying to get your nervous system relaxed, deep breathing, trying to keep your system in this most away from the fight or flight state. And then over time, you can increase the time to maybe a minute, 2 minutes. This is what I call making daily deposits. You're investing. It's almost as if you're in back debt. You have very little money to invest. You have to microdose. And then after 3-4 months, the person that was extremely sensitive to even do 10 seconds may work up to 2 minutes. And at that point, then you start to actually work range, and you can start to use the vertebrae piece by piece, going through half the range. Usually these machines have handles, and you could go and just do 10 with a slight round in the back. Give it a few months, give it 8 weeks, and then you could go further and see, can you actually go inverted? And then you reach a point where you're getting decompression of the spine, which many people know is great for relief. But then what's missing is the recompression. So if you're at the bottom inverted, my discs are actually starting to separate in space. The vertebrae are giving more space. But as I piece my back together with all the small muscles, now I'm getting the strength to recompress. And so that's what you start to build direct stimulus to the spine, the muscles all around, those intraspinal little muscles I was describing earlier, and you create piece by piece stability again that you may have lost for a decade. So this journey alone